disappointment? Because there has to be a little bit there.
I mean, I don't think you can really measure it. You know, it's kind of been my dream my whole life to be a starting quarterback at UCLA. So to be told you're not going to be, at least for the first game, is a little heartbreaking. But you know, as a player, you're not always going to agree with the decisions your coach are going to make. But it's your job to execute them. And at the end of the day, whether it be me starting or now it is Josh starting, you know, all I want is for our team to be victorious. And so I'm going to do whatever it takes to get us W.
Because he was talking about how supportive you have been and you are in him being the starter.
I mean, we're all a team. You know, at the end of the day, one person's performance reflects on the whole quarterback room. You know, we want to push each other. We want each and every one of us to get better. So whoever is tasked with leading the team is ready to go and take that challenge. And so, you know, I'm happy for him. I can't say I'm not disappointed that I wasn't the one chosen, but I'm going to keep working, make him keep earning his job. And hopefully later down the year I'll get a nod, and then we'll see what happens.
Because you know how popular you are on this team, and for you not to be supportive could have really divided this club.
You know, I don't think anybody, if it was anybody else in this position on this team, everyone would have done the same thing. You know, we play with the mentality of it's 120 versus the world. And so all of us together, all we want is the collective good, and we want to win together. And so whether it be one person starting or another, all we want is a victory, and that's all we're going to do, keep pushing forward.
Do you think you did enough to earn this starting spot?
I mean, you always have to, right? You know, I thought I put my best foot forward, and obviously they went with Josh, and I respect the decision. And it's my job to make sure he keeps earning the position. You know, if I don't keep pushing him to be the best quarterback he can be every day, then I'd be doing a disservice to this team. So, you know, I'm going to fulfill my role and do whatever it takes for us to get a victory. And, you know, just can't wait to get started against Virginia.
What was Coach Moore's kind of rationale for why Josh was ultimately?
He said he just had a gut feeling, and you know, as a player, you got to respect it. You know, you don't have to agree with it, but you have to respect it. And so, what the head coach wants, the head coach gets, and you know, it's our job to make sure we go get him a W every Saturday.
Jerry, you've graduated, right?
I have not. I have one more class left, but I walked, and I gave a hell of a commencement speech, I must say.
Is there any thought to, if you don't win the spot, then maybe go graduate someplace else?
No, it's all about Virginia right now. My focus is to help us get a victory, and that's what I think our whole team's focus is right now.
Have you talked to your dad?
Have talked to my dad, yeah. And, you know, he was a backup as well. You know, his senior year, Steve Bono goes in and starts, so, you know, you got to maintain there's a little bit of hope that you're going to get a chance. And as a quarterback, whether it's the first game or, you know, you're playing SC, all you want is a chance. And so, you know, I'm going to keep working, make sure that I can be the best quarterback I can be, help Josh be the best he can be, and make sure that every Saturday we come out with a win.
Is there anything you're going to be in challenges to hear about in particular?
Coverages, always coverages. You know, you've been at this level a long time. You start to learn how people try to disguise coverages, how they try to fool you. And you know, as a freshman, you haven't seen as many as I have. So I'll try to help them out as much as I can and make sure, you know, we're getting first downs and touchdowns.
Is that watching film?
I think it's film and it's just experience. You know, you've been here as long as I have. They can't get rid of me around here. You start to pick up on a few things.
Backing up Brett to now backing up Josh, is it different going from, you know, being behind a veteran to a newcomer?
You know, I think any backup quarterback or any backup position is the same exact role. You know, you exist to, you know, be ready if your name is called, and you are always pushing them to make sure that they're top of their game, and you help them in any way you can, because at the end of the day, all of us want a victory. You know, if one person does poorly and then all of a sudden you get to play, it doesn't mean anything as long as the team loses. So, you know, right now I think all of us are focused on making sure that we do everything we can to come out victorious against Virginia, who's a darn good football team.
Coach Moore said he could see you ended up being the head coach at UCLA someday. Did you know he said that?
I didn't know he said that, but I could totally see it. We got to get a facility done first. That's my one stipulation. But then I'll be good to go.
Will you tell people applying for the job that it doesn't matter, like offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter, like you're my dad, I have to look for the best guy?
You know what? I would hire my dad.
Okay.
I think he might be one of the best guys, but I might just be a little bit of son compliment his father, but I still think he's one of the best guys. So I hope he gets another chance, but I would love more than anything to be the head coach here one day. You know, this is one of the greatest places on earth. You know, it's hard not to walk around this place and get goosebumps, and there's nothing better than walking out on Saturdays in the Rose Bowl every week. You know, everyone gets to play in the granddaddy of them all on January 1st. Well, I get to play there every week. So something special about being a Bruin. I'm just glad to be on the team. Awesome.